Hi, my name is Brett Bumeter, and I want to walk through a quick test. I want to see if Artisteer 3.1 works with the new WordPress 3.3. 3.1 for Artisteer has been out for a little while, and 3.3 for WordPress just came out today. So what I'm going to do is go into one of my themes, get to my library. I've got a personal website that I'm testing this on today. And let's see, go into my list of themes. Here we are down at the bottom. So we'll open this up. It gives me the project upgraded. This basically just tells you that the new theme, the new Artisteer 3.1 is going to change the file formats a little bit. So we have here a wide sidebar type of site. I'm actually going to make a couple of changes to this theme, and this is on a site called somethingabouthairy.com. My personal blog site. This is not necessarily something that you'll find anything interesting or useful on. It's more of a playground and where I test and try things out and do a little bit of personal blogging from time to time. Here's how the site looks today. I've got a couple different things going on. Typically when I do post something in here, I'm sending it in through Posterous. And the Posterous images are currently doing a summary, so they don't actually show up. When I do have an image, it's a little on the wide side, and not a whole lot happening here with this site. Like I said, it's a little outdated, but it is a playground, more for me to get in and mess around than it is for me to do any serious blogging. I kind of save that for some of my other sites. But the homepage is a little non-functional at the moment, so I do want to fix it up a little bit. See if I can make some of those changes within Artisteer. So the sidebar is a little too wide at this point in time. So I'm going to come into my layout, and we're going to take a look at our columns. Now in this case, I've got the full version of Artisteer, and that gives me some extra capabilities that the basic version of Artisteer doesn't necessarily provide. I could go with some of the defaults. If I wanted a fluid theme, I could choose a percentage, or if I could go with the fixed width, or I could come into width options since I do have the full version. And I point that out not to brag or anything like that, it's just to show you some of the differences between the full and the themes folder. Okay. And I'm going to put 2011 at the beginning of this as well. Get some of that, and we're ready to export. Okay, so our file is exported, and just in case you want to see what that looks like, I can show you one more. So this just went in here, and it created a zip file. You can note the date 12/13/2011. If you want to see what those folders, the files in that folder look like, I'll extract it so that you can look at it, but this is not necessary to upload or install. Here's what the file structure looks like on the inside. We've got our theme files here, images that go with this, languages. This is not going to a multi-language site. Library of functions. So we are all set. So now head over into site and go to appearance, go to themes, I'm going to do this the WordPress way as opposed to the FTP way. So I'm going to go into Install Themes. And we'll hit Upload. Because we want to upload a zipped file. You can only upload zip files through WordPress this way. Find our zip file. Themes. And we open it up and install it in. That's loading up. Let's take a preview. So here's the preview. Doesn't show everything, so I may have to make some adjustments. We shall see. Let's light it up and see if it works. Do it the old-fashioned way. Like I said, this is a test site, so a little easier to be more carefree and throw things to the wind a little bit, which is sometimes a good way to test things, see if they work or not. So refreshing. Here's the new homepage. Before I had a special tool running, so a lot of generic things happening there. Let's see if we can get this straightened out. Static post. So this is showing my homepage at the moment as opposed to my latest posts. I'm going to switch that over to latest posts. That's why we're getting a blank page, because this is showing a homepage using a slightly different magazine-like theme before. One that I created with Artisteer, but I'm kind of going back to basics a little. At this point in time, I did hit save, refresh, and now instead of seeing no images on the site, we'll get the images. Obviously, I've got some things to do to clean up the sidebars, because it's showing my default widgets for Artisteer, but at least it looks like a blog again, and that was kind of what I was shooting for. I wasn't terribly happy with the way the magazine thing was running, since I'm doing all of this mostly blogging through Postgres these days. So I will come into my widgets and salvage some of the widgets that probably got dropped in the move. And we can see a bunch of those items here. So let's see. Just drop a couple of these up here and see how it all looks. So as we take a look, let's just we've got the new theme in. Now we're going to do the quick WordPress upgrade. So Artisteer 3.1 works with 3.2. That's not news to anybody. Let's take a look at putting the new WordPress 3.3 onto this site and see if everything blows up or if it works. Okay, so we've got it running on the back end now. Definitely looks significantly different. And I do run Cloudflare. Different menu systems with the pop-outs and things like that. For those of you that may have been on WordPress.com or something like that, you might have seen some of this functionality before. Let's come in here. We've got our, see, I don't get very much traffic on this website. That's fine. Got an update for Scribe SEO. I love that plugin. And it's supposed to be compatible with this new WordPress, so I am going to update that real quick. I always double check my updates after I do a WordPress update, because sometimes you don't see a plugin update until you've upgraded to the new WordPress. And we'll check out our site. Does look like it's working. Not real happy with the way those widgets look. They look kind of like ads, mostly because they were designed for a skinnier sidebar in the past. Come back, hit refresh. Now the home button takes us to the home page, not the page called home. All looks good. Here's the way the new site looks. Just did a refresh, a reboot of the site. And all in all, I'm happy. It's working. I'm on WordPress 3.3 with a theme powered by Artisteer 3.1. There you have it. I'd say it works.